We've been advocating this from a very, very long time, but I think what and how it has helped us now is that the lockdown and this whole work from home thing has really accelerated that acceptance of this kind of design into an Indian sensibility.
I remember, I think it's been almost 6 years that we have designed an office for an energy, a power transmission company. Yeah. And I think somewhere there we were pushing, and luckily I think for us, our client was also foresighted, and we were pushing for this work culture where every desk is a sit to stand, where there is no necessarily defined assigned work desk. You could actually kind of work out of anywhere. That was then when we actually, went ahead and said no screens at all on the desk. So your office is just available as, suddenly you want to just collaborate and, have 10 people out of, one large desk workstation space, and everybody could gather and quickly have a discussion and go back to your individual spaces. I know we've given them lovely meeting spaces, and even the whole concept of community dining, right? Yes. Even that has kind of been, a push for kind of, getting out better ideas, better way of working. I think a lot of it we get. Luckily, we also do this exercise at our end where we go back to the client and we come back with a study to understand whether whatever we had pushed for has worked or not. So somewhere we have that data as well, where we know for a fact that, where the entrepreneurs are talking about a lot of output comes out of these non-assigned spaces is actually how it has worked for them. The community dining space has worked brilliantly well for all of them. The phone booths that we had given at that time have worked brilliantly well for people when they wanted to do focus working. So I kind of get what you're what we're saying there.
And just to add to that, there's been a flexibility in the office. I would call it hybrid ready, because even at that time we actually deep dived into their work styles. We actually understood how they worked, what they needed, and today it is still valid because their work style has not changed.
Correct.
And the flexibility in that planning has allowed them to make it a hybrid ready environment, where the biggest advantage is that without reducing the footprint, without kind of making any change in that planning, they have now been able to increase the number of people that have been using that space. So it's worked the other way around. So rather than looking, because over 6 years their employee strength has grown, but the advantage is that they be still now with a hybrid ready solution, they're being able to use the same space.
Correct.
Without making any changes. I think that is the power of doing some kind of research and understanding the client before actually doing this whole.
I think that's a great message we are delivering here, that don't change the ethos of your work culture. All that needs to be done is be foresighted about it, and then imbibe what really needs to happen for your environment, for your ethos, for your culture, and make it ready for the future. And that's what I think we're trying to give over here.
Yeah.